I always think about this stuff in terms of like metaphorically as like you've had a big party at your parents' house and they just called you and they're coming home and the place is trashed and there's like drunk kids sleeping on the couch and all this kind of stuff. So like how close are they to getting home and how much cleanup do we still need to do? You know what I mean? That's sort of how I think about this.
Yeah, sometimes like there actually is kind of an interesting metaphor in here, or maybe like a useful simple metaphor, in terms of like the carbon budget, right? Because when we're talking about, and there's different. It's hard to offer one number because there's different ways of calculating this, but if the total amount of carbon dioxide emitted from pre-industrial period to now exceeds some number, right? Some gigatons of carbon dioxide. Let's say it's like 1,800 tons. Then from our model, on the basis of our model, we predict that there'll be, dangerous climate change, like 2 degrees centigrade increase over pre-industrial. Okay, so with that number, how far along are we? Right? We have this number, and if we go beyond it, like we're screwed, right? That we don't get to emit very much more than that, right? Or that will be a self-limiting process, put it that way. So we have this set budget, and basically, I think I'm gonna say 2015 number was like we have like 20% of that budget left. And our emissions are higher than they've ever been, right? Like it looked like they were kind of leveling off a little bit after 2008, and I mean that was mostly the function of the financial crisis. But we have 20% left, and we're like spending faster than we've ever spent before. Like the money is just flying out. The emissions are just flying out of our wallets, and it's like if you're spending at this rate, right to the edge of your budget, are you really going to stop, right? Or are you going to go into debt? You're going to be borrowing from someone, right? And I think like that kind of way of putting it can be useful, right? Like, because we're not likely to go to stop, right? We're gonna blow that budget, and the question is, by how much, right? Like how much are you gonna withdraw from your children's future? Because that's really ultimately what we're talking about, right?
So to use my metaphor, it's like we didn't even turn the music off and they're pulling into the driveway.
Yeah, right. Like you're gonna offer a beer to your dad, right? Like that's the plan.
And just see what happens.
Yeah.
All right.
that seems to be the strategy right now.